Okay, Manchester United 1, PSG 3. Just gutted. Just really, really, really gutted. Really gutted. I would have almost preferred if we just got dominated by PSG because certainly for most of that second half, we actually played really, really well. But if I'm going to be blunt, the reasons why we lost the game are Ollie, Fred, and Martial. And some of our players that would normally be playing well that didn't really step up. At the start of the game, we started really sloppily in the first half. We didn't wake up, and it was only inevitable. PSG came out of the races. They knew what they had to do. Neymar, who really stepped up today, aside from being on the floor most of the time, but he stepped up. Um, Skip past Tellez. McTominay really should be doing a bit better. And we're goal down inside, I think, 10 minutes. Now, to be fair, PSG kept on coming at us. We held into the game. And then, obviously, one of the big incidents of the game happened. Fred's, the whole Paredes and Fred situation. It was clear that PSG were trying to get at United, and they were doing that from the start. And I think this is one of the reasons where experience shows, and where it shows there's a lot of inexperience in our team. This is why your captain, i.e., like a Maguire, needs to calm everyone down. But I didn't see that. For me, well, I'll come to that in a second. But anyway, the big incident of the game was Fred. According to the law, I think he should have probably gotten a red card, to be honest, because it's about intent. However, looking at the video, Paredes does put his head on Fred first, arguably. He doesn't go towards him, but he puts his head on him. So, but whatever, because the referee went to review it via the monitor, and it is on the pitch, So, but that was almost like an omen because it was clear that the Fred, Paredes, etc. battles going on, and that the PSG players were getting in the minds of Manchester United players. You could see with McTominay and even Neymar getting at it. But then we came out the second half. We didn't make any changes, which surprised me because I thought that Ollie would take off Fred for the half because he had a yellow card. But to be honest, for the first 30 minutes of the first, we dominated PSG. Neymar just stuck up, didn't track back, and on that right side, and we had chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. And this is where my first criticism is going to come in. Martial is just not good enough. I don't want to turn on him because he's solid, but he's not good enough. And this game, for anyone, if anyone remembers the Sevilla game, this is almost exactly carbon copy to Sevilla. In the second half, we had chance after chance after chance. Should have buried it. Rashford, Martial, Cavani was unlucky with the post. Should have buried those chances. Didn't bury those. Didn't take our chances. And what happened? Like in the Sevilla game, we got punished. And that's what happened. We didn't take our chances. Martial had multiple chances. Open goal, needs to score that. I'm sorry. He needs to score that goal. Cavani is unlucky with the chip. But Martial, that is the chance that you need to score. You need to score that. And then obviously PSG from the corner from a set piece, and then it's a cross, I think, and then Cavani plays thingy off onside, and we're 2-1 down, and we're like, oh my goodness. Now, to be honest, I think even with 2-1 down, we still might have had a bit of a fight. I'm not saying we would have won, but we might have been in the game. But at this time again, I was thinking, before this, Tuchel made changes, and this is my second criticism. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer once again left it too long to make changes. Now, I agree, we were bossing it, but it almost gave us a false sense of security. A lot of those players were tired. We left, he took too long once again to make changes. He did. Tuchel brought on fresh legs. We left it the same. When that happened, and that happened once again in the Sevilla game, the Sevilla manager made changes. We didn't respond. And what happened? They scored the goal, and then minutes later, Fred. Now, to be honest, I don't think it's a second yellow because he does get the ball, although the follow-through's there, but he does get the ball. But you could argue it's a combination of fouls, of challenges, and Fred was walking Marla. He's the one that needs to go off. You need to protect him. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and that's on Ole. He should have taken Fred off, and Fred should have been aware of that. But he wasn't. We go to 10 men down, and the counter-attacking that we had, or the issue that we had, the momentum that we were doing, especially on the right side, basically just evaporated from the red card. That was over. That more or less killed the game. Ollie brings on his subs, and they try and do a bit, but they can't really impact a lot, to be honest. So that's pretty much the summary of the game. I don't think Bruno Fernandes had a particularly good game at all. His passing wasn't great. His crosses were bad. Telles, I think, also didn't have a great game at all. Like, if he was being dominated by Mbappe in that side, who I also think didn't have a great game. So yeah, it's to be honest, I don't think our defenders, Maguire and Lindelof, were actually okay. If you're going to say the best game, Cavani was okay, I guess. Rashford was semi-decent, although obviously he got injured, we were sure, which is a problem. So, yeah, it's disappointing, it's gutting, it's frustrating, because I genuinely feel we played a lot better this time around on Old Trafford than we did before. But it is what it is. Obviously, we're still top of the group somehow. I'm not sure how we're still top of the group, but we are. So we need to go to Leipzig and get a point. And unfortunately, because we lost this game, Leipzig are going to come out wanting the win. We need a point. Leipzig need a win. And just like happened today, when a team needs a win and we need a draw, we have problems. And this is the problem sometimes when you have the mindset, which we started with this game, where you only need a point. We only need a draw. We don't need to lose. PSG needed to win, and they came to win because they needed to win. Leipzig now need to win. Okay, so they're going to come out at us to win. And now that Fred unfortunately is suspended, we're going to have a massive problem going into that game, because Fred is a key part of that game. And my fear is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to once again go to Leipzig, Germany, and set up not to lose, which is going to give the momentum to Leipzig. That can't happen. We need to win in Leipzig. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe to Red Devils 2, follow us on Twitter and X, and smash the notification for the latest Manchester news. Have a nice day, everyone, and cheers.